Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Neca Cult Classics Series 1, American Psycho's Patrick Bateman. Features a briefcase, an axe, knives, nail gun, videotape, Walkman, alternate hand, and bass. This, I guess, would be one of the earliest, probably if not the earliest, Christian Bale figure that has been released. On the side, there's the poster. Killer looks. Just recently watched American Psycho again, a fantastic movie. Flip it over on the back, there's a picture of the figure. This is a brand new series comprised of your favorite heroes and villains from classic horror, sci-fi, and action movies. Each figure is highly detailed and comes complete with movie-accurate accessories and display bases. Aside from Robert Patrick, what we also have is we have Gremlins 2 Mohawk, we have Eric Draven, The Crow, and we have Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. That would be part 7. Did I say Robert Patrick? Should have had a V8. Patrick Bateman, thank you, has all the characteristics of a human being. Blood, flesh, skin, hair, but not a single clear identifiable emotion, except for greed and disgust. Something horrible is happening inside of him. His nightly bloodlust is overflowing into his days. As he delves deeper into violence and murder, his mask of sanity slips away. That would be Patrick Bateman. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we are going to get a better look at Patrick Bateman. Stay tuned. More on the way. Patrick Bateman certainly does come with an array of accessories. For starters, he does come with his briefcase. It can't open, unfortunately. It's just a solid piece. But it looks nice. It is what it is. It's a briefcase. I'm going to say even the handle, I thought the handle would have at least moved, but the handle does nothing. So, briefcase, check. We also get ourselves an axe. Perhaps the tool that he killed, was it Paul Allen? Huey Lewis in the news, except to be square. Nice looking axe though, very basic. Not much in the way of coloring, but it was this color in the movie, so there you go. You get yourself several knives, different knives. This is more of a cleaver, and you get 2 knives. No real area on poor Patrick Bateman to really hold these. We'll get into that in a second. He does come with his Walkman. And if you can't even see it, let's zoom into that. A small, very small tape player. There's the headset. I mean, it's small, but it's got lots of detail to it. Looks good. Moving that aside. He does come with an alternate hand. An alternate hand. Crucial. Although, I'm going to discuss something about this in a moment. He does come with his nail gun. Secretary was this close. The receptionist this close. Right in the back there. She luckily got out before there was trouble. Nail gun. Like it. I suppose of all the accessories, I'd probably be more inclined to have him holding his nail gun. I don't know. It just, to me, seems iconic. He does come with a videotape. Can I even make out what it says on there? Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Oh, look what it says. Alright, we'll just zoom out of there. I gotta go. I have to return some video cassettes. I'm totally gonna get a shirt that says that, a t-shirt that says gotta return some video cassettes. I'm sure not everybody will get the reference, but that is a very classic video cassette. You can see the little white coloring on the wheel dials that would have the tape running on the inside. That's some really fine detail work for such a small tape. There's even a label on the side there as well. Camera doesn't want to really agree with me though. It pretty much says what it says there. Spot's not going to read it, but anybody with eyes, I'm sure you'll be able to see it. And lastly, he does come with a tiled floor base. Now there is no pegs or anything on it, and unfortunately, he does also come with. Now this is unfortunately due to how old this figure is. There is the newspaper covering there. The glue has unfortunately aged to the state that it's now coming off the base. I suppose a little bit of glue, I could probably just put that back on, but you have a nice little display base. Paul Allen. Big mattress, ooh, big mattress event. Something's going on there. And platters du jour. I wonder how readable, actually, I'm not even going to attempt to try to, but there's some death notices. What is actors of green in writer's landscape? No, arches, was it acres of green in a winter landscape. Sorry, Spot had a tough time reading it. Got something going on in style over there. It looks like somebody's got a new vanity going on in their bathroom. So there you have your accessories. Now let's actually have a look at Robert Patrick. I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. Patrick Bateman. Robert Patrick is from Terminator. That's irrelevant. But there you have Patrick Bateman. We'll get it out of the way first. He has a slight resemblance to Christian Bale. It's a little rough. Now to be fair though, let's be fair. It is an older figure. The figure was obviously the first wave of Neca Cult Classics. So we have some luxury. It's not on par with maybe what we get nowadays, but nonetheless, it's done pretty good. Got his hair going on there. I don't know what it is about the figure, but he seems off. I'm not just saying that because of the sculpt, but it seems like his head, I don't think there's a way to fix it, but it looks like his head is almost too short. His neck is too short for his body. He's got himself his blazer going on there. You could probably undo it if you really wanted to, and he's got his little shirt and tie. Striped blazer. Unfortunately though, like his neck, I don't know what it is. His neck seems a little too short. His head looks like it should be a little higher. Unfortunately, it's not. I would say also one thing that plagues this figure is something that earlier figures all had the problem of. And even like McFarlane Toys all had this issue as well, is hands. Always look really, really old. They have not yet perfected by this stage, perfected hands. The hand is also really, really crooked. That guy has some serious arthritis. Kind of just this crooked, hook-like hand going on there. I'm sure that is to hold something. He's also got his hand up here, which, if you wanted to, you could have him holding a knife. Or perhaps maybe let's give him, let's say, his axe. You can give him an axe. Luckily, his hand is rubbery, so having him hold anything is easy enough. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if this is just my figure, but you'll notice this alternate hand. This alternate hand looks very similar to the hand that's already in his sleeve. Now, there's a little hole. My guess would only be, I don't know. It's sealed shut, so I'm trying to think of anything. Maybe a knife. I guess maybe a knife is about the only thing it will hold. Like so. I'm not even going to put it in his hand, but you see his hand, his alternate hand, is just there to hold a knife. It's just a hole, whereas this hand is actually an open fist. Well, it's a closed fist, but it allows you to open it. Now, just want to test the waters here. You can see he holds the knife fairly easily. No problems holding the knife in left hand. This gimp hand, this hooked hand that he's got going on here, this hand right here, geez, that would have been nice. Maybe we had an alternate hand. No, we can't do that. this alternate hand goes here, you get two of the same kind of hand, when really this hand would have been able to do anything it needed to do that this hand can do. Why? I don't know. One thing Spot has not tried though, and that's one thing I want to see if I can get in here, is the nail gun. I think if I was to put one thing, or really I guess I could put the nail gun in this hand, being that the hand is, again, rubbery, you should be able to easily get it in there. Whether it will hold, not really sure, but we will find out. Let's put the nail gun in his hand. Not really digging the fact that the hands are as rubbery as they are. It really does not make for a very easy holding experience. I suppose, let's go back to what Spot's originally got planned. Let's just put the nail gun in the other hand. Does it work? Does it work? A horrible, horrible hand on this. Look at this hand. This hand. Look at it. That is wretched. That is absolutely wretched. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just looks off. Looks totally off to me. It looks like he should be able to hold the nail gun. Maybe Spot's not got it right, but it seems even if I was to get it in his hand, that nail gun would sit on an angle. Like so. Unless it's just, you know, he's up. Whoops. I was going to say he's behind his receptionist. Nail gun pointing down at her head. I don't know. This hand is just not... It could have been a lot better, let me tell you. It could have been a whole lot better. I suppose one thing that really plagues this figure is the fact that he is extremely pre-posed. The bottom legs aren't so bad. I mean, it's really what we would expect with some Terminator figures. Still get an arched leg, a pre-posed leg. But his arms are just... You can't really do much with them. I mean, I would have even thought that he would have had a swivel in his elbow. Unfortunately, he's got nothing. In the way of his articulation, Patrick Bateman's head rotates what looks to be on a ball joint. His arms rotate all the way around. Weird, weird hand. Weird hook hand rotates. This hand rotates. And that's it. Doesn't look... Oh, okay, maybe he's got a little bit of waist swivel. And, okay, sure, his feet move as well. I don't know, he just could have been a lot better. He could have been a lot better, but to be fair, he's up there really with the tall man. The tall man kind of had the same problem. An early figure that, had it been done now, would have been an exceptional figure. It just is one of those prices you got to pay to have a figure come out. This figure is from Wave 1. It's a much more basic wave, and NECA has progressed considerably since this figure has been released. It's just a shame, though, and I'm going to put the earphones on him. There we go. Maybe we'll just have him holding his Walkman. Yeah, just like that. Robert Palmer, Whitney Houston. I don't know. He must be listening to something good. I don't know. Just as a whole, the figure is not bad, but it could have been a lot better. Not likely something we'll ever get a re-release of, in which NECA will go back and revisit the property, but I guess if you are a fan of American Psycho and you wanted to get yourself a Patrick Bateman figure, this is as good as you're going to get. For that reason, this Series 1 NECA Cult Classics American Psycho, I was going to say Robert Patrick again, Patrick Bateman. I think I'm going to give him, though, I'm going to give him a 6. Details are all there, but I feel like the likeness is a little off, and it's to be expected, I suppose, with a figure this old. Still, I'm going to have him out on display, maybe with his axe. He's just going to be sitting there, and I'll put him on his display stand of newspapers. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Cult Classics Series 1. We're looking today at the American Psycho Patrick Bateman, who Spot continues to say Robert Patrick. Not really sure why, but still a great movie. Figure, it's alright. It is alright. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.